You lucky I'm not single. I would take your girl. That's what would happen. Don't make me come to your live and start throwing super chats at her.
So, I'm so in love. I miss you.
You lucky I'm not single. I would take your girl. That's what would happen. Don't make me come to your live and start throwing super chats at her.
I want to get back everything because it means so much to me.
Ticket TV, he calls LeBron James fans jockstrap sniffers.
So
this is for you guys. If you're watching, shout out to all the LeBron James jockstrap sniffers. This is for you. Ticket TV, he calls LeBron James fans jockstrap sniffers. So this is for you guys. If you're watching, shout out to all the LeBron James jockstrap sniffers. This is for you.
Of all of the people that we talk about, LeBron fans are the only ones. One recently sent me a note talking like you can't come to LA. LeBron fans.
Please don't tell me that was you saying the 96 signs. This is what you gotta realize. It's very easy to out-debate Bron. It's not very challenging whatsoever. The fact that you let locker room out-wit you and out-debate you, it says a lot. We're not talking about a very high-level basketball mind. And you got outwitted by the locker room.
So, I'm so in love.
And the goofball that said that LeBron, no, you're not a LeBron James fan. Hey, all the people on this chat, if anybody bring up the other players, they not a LeBron James fan. So we cutting them out. We the real LeBron James fans.
I want to get back everything.
Hey, everybody on here, we the real LeBron James fan. That goofball on the other channel, excuse my French, he's a D-head. I ain't gonna say the word. He's a D-head. He's not a LeBron James fan. He's just trying to get likes. If I love y'all, I would not follow him because he's a goofball.
I want to get back everything. So much to me.
Yes, folks, we are back, man. We are back, folks. We are most definitely back, man. Shout out to everybody that's tuned in. You guys see the title of the show. You know what we're here to discuss, folks. You know what we're here to discuss, man. We got some pretty interesting content, folks, to react to. You guys see the title of the show, folks. LeBron James locked in for the playoffs, folks. LeBron James is officially locked in. And yeah, man, I'm excited, man. I'm excited. We haven't seen LeBron lead a team in years, folks, right? I mean, I think we're going back to his first stint in Cleveland. No, I'm lying. We're going back to 2018. We're going back to 2018, chat. That was the last time that we saw LeBron James lead a team pretty much by himself, right? Now, obviously, he still had Kevin Love, but Kevin Love, let's keep it a buck. Kevin Love wasn't doing nothing, folks, in 2018. So yeah, this is the first time since like 2018, folks, that LeBron James just gonna be him. He's got to be the leader, the focal point, the offensive creator. And I'm excited, man. I know he still has it. I know he's the smartest player in the game still, right? And, a lot of people, they want to say, oh, the Joker and, all these guys. Stop, folks, stop. Okay? Like, let's cut it out. LeBron James is the smartest player in the NBA. That's obvious. He's the most accomplished player. Nobody else has accomplished anything close to what LeBron James has accomplished. All right, I think the next most accomplished player in the NBA would be, Steph Curry, and he's at a distant second, right? So, like, the gap between LeBron James and Steph Curry, folks, it's about as far as New York City is to Los Angeles, right? That's how far the gap is between LeBron and Steph. There's nobody even close to LeBron James, right, in terms of, NBA awards and accomplishments and accolades. There's just nobody close. Nobody can really compare. So that's why when you tune into, the mainstream media and these people are trying to write off the Lakers, folks, it's laughable, right? It's laughable. On the other side, I mean, who is on the other side, folks? Are we talking the 73-9 Warriors? Are we talking the Kevin Durant Warriors? Like, what are we talking about? We're talking about the 72-10 Bulls, folks, the Shaq and Kobe Lakers. Is that who's on the other side? or is it fucking Kevin Durant? Like, what are we talking about here, man? Kevin Durant? I'm sorry. I've never been afraid of Kevin Durant. There's been one time I've been afraid of that motherfucker, and that is when he joined Golden State. Outside of that, ain't nobody scared of Kevin Durant, dude. Seriously. I'm not scared for Saturday. All right? I'm actually looking forward to putting the beats on Kevin Durant. I'm actually looking forward to LeBron pulling down Kevin Durant's shorts and putting belt to his black ass. So like I said, folks, that's what we're here to discuss today, man. Shout out to everybody that's tuned in, man. I see we got a couple clowns in here. We got Skino. Kwame. That's nasty, man. We got Kwame in here. That's just nasty, dude. So yeah. Okay. We got Jesus. What's going on, man? We got St. Matthew. What up, man? We got Banco, Steph Curry, Off the Heezy, Adam Hurley, Tyler. What's going on, man? King J, what up, man? We got Curtis Dutterverse. Ransom. You said we are going to sweep. Okay. I mean, this season is over. Oh, okay. I'd have to disagree. Oh, okay. So you are a clown, Ransom. All right, yeah. So you're committed to being stupid along with that other clown in the chat. What's his name? HUBK? You're committed to being stupid with him. Okay. Well, like I said, have fun in the chat, dude. Have fun down there in the chat, chatting, running your shitter. Shout out to Mike298, man. Shout out to Mr. Player Made. Lakers Insight. What's going on, man? Shout out to James Mathis. We got the big dog. What's going on? Shout out to F You Mean too, by the way. So, folks, we got New Ways World. We got LeBron fans in the building.
LeBron fans.
Folks, we got a lot of content to react to. And we're gonna get to some, off the topic content too. There's some LaMelo Ball content that's actually pretty hilarious that we're gonna get to a little bit later on in the show. But we got to start, obviously, with the Los Angeles Lakers, folks. We got to start with the Lakers, okay? We have to start with the Lakers, folks. So, to me, let's just talk about what is at stake here, folks, on Saturday. Folks, to me, I think, right, this is a prime opportunity for Bronny James, Luke Kennard, even LeBron James, right? Shout out to Top Fly High. We got Fran and Frank in the chat as well. Shout out to Cap 330. Folks, this is an opportunity, right? Because Aston is faking injuries and so is Luka. What this has done, essentially, this has presented an opportunity for the other players, right? Those other players, obviously, we're talking Luke Kennard, who's also in a contract year, right? Luke Kennard will be an unrestricted free agent. Bronny James has a lot to prove. Rui Hachimura, folks. Rui, he's playing for, a new contract too. He'll be an unrestricted free agent this summer. And then obviously the biggest fish of them all, folks, LeBron James.
LeBron fans.
LeBron James will be an unrestricted free agent as well. So there are about 4 guys right now. DeAndre Ayton, I don't think he'll be a free agent. He might be a free agent if he opts out. We got to wait and see what he's going to do. Marcus Smart, I believe, too, folks. He's on a 1-year deal. Maybe a 1+1 with a player option. I don't know. I got to look into him and DeAndre Ayton's contracts. But a lot of these guys, folks, Jackson Hayes, he's going to be a free agent as well. A lot of these guys, folks, are on prove-it type deals right? So they need a good performance in this year's playoffs, folks, to, pretty much secure a bag, right? That's what a lot of these guys need. And I think with Luka Doncic, folks, and Austin Reaves going down with fake ass injuries, me personally, I think this opens up an opportunity, folks, for the others to, show what they can do, right? Now, to me, I believe in these guys. And it might sound crazy to you guys. Obviously I've been hating on the Lakers for a while now, but I really realized it, folks, a few games ago. I've really been hating on this team because of Aston and Puka. I just hate the way they play. I hate their style of play. I hate even watching them. I mean, you can just kind of see on the screen now, just looking at Aston. He's just so disgusting to me, right? I mean, he's just nasty. His tan is just, shit, right? He's got two-tone arms. The lower half of his arms are fucking red, and then the upper half is pink, right? I mean, he's just nasty looking to me. I just hate everything about him, respectfully, or disrespectfully, actually. I hate his face. I hate the way he talks. I hate his body. Pause. I hate the way he even dresses. He tries to look like he's a hooper with the one-legged leg sleeve, and he just ends up looking like a fucking clown, right? So he's just disgusting to me. And I just, I cringe watching him. So, the fact that he's now gone and I don't have to watch him anymore, folks, I'm a believer again in what we have, right? And the same thing goes for Puka. You guys know, man, we were fine, folks. Like, nobody was even thinking about trading for this dude. Like, this was completely left field. Nico Harrison, folks, I like Nico, but, he did ruin our team with this trade, folks, if I'm being honest with you. He ruined our team. All right. I really wish that, he would have just kind of kept Luka on Dallas. Ever since Luka's been on the Lakers, I've just despised him even more than I did when he was in Dallas, right? When he was in Dallas, I could really care less about him. I didn't really watch him like that. Was never really that big of a fan of his anyway. But folks, ever since he became a Laker, I've just been absolutely disgusted with him. I'm just not a fan of the playing style. It's just nasty to watch, man. I grew up watching guys that were athletic. They played above the rim. They made you want to tune into the games, right? They put butts in the seats, folks. Watching Luka, it's the most uninspiring basketball, I think, in the league, right? All the dude does is just spam step back threes all game and literally foul bait the other half of the game, right? So it's just like, dude, to me, right, these two white dudes in particular, Luka and Reaves, they've just made watching the Lakers an unenjoyable experience for me. So now that they're gone, and they've been gone since April the 2nd, so we're going on, let me see, 13. So we're going on almost 2 weeks, folks. They've been faking injuries. Folks, these have been the most enjoyable 2 weeks for me in a very long time, right? I'm going to be honest, this last 2 weeks that they've been out have been probably the most enjoyable weeks for me since 2023, since our conference finals run. I just haven't been happy with this team really since 2023. You guys know that, right? I've been bitching and complaining about this team for a little bit over 3 years now. So, to me, like I said, Saturday, it's going to be a movie, right? Now, the reason I say that, folks, is obviously, LeBron James, folks. LeBron James, he is my GOAT, right? I see we got some clowns in the chat. You said must be a bronzexual.
LeBron fans.
Listen, dude, I don't know about a bronzexual. I don't know what that is. But I am a LeBron fan. All right. I don't know why you dudes make everything about, cock and balls. I don't understand that. But yeah, I am a Bron fan, It seems like, you know, LeBron fans are the only ones that, you know, they do these like sexual freaky jokes, or I guess
you're a freaky frog.
I don't know. I've never heard anybody, you know, refer to cock and balls towards Jordan fans or Kobe fans. But for whatever reason, you know, when it comes to LeBron, you dudes always have cock and balls on your mind. I don't get it. I just don't get it. You know, everything's sexual and, you know, it's just weird, right? We're just talking basketball and you dudes make stuff weird, man. So I don't get it. But yeah. So the Lakers, folks, they released this video today. And they said LeBron James and Bronny preparing for the playoffs, folks. Now, you guys see the thumbnail, right? And I whacked out oh, actually it's on the thumbnail, not on this one. But yeah, on the thumbnail, folks, when you guys clicked on the video, I whacked out Luka and Austin's face. Okay? I whacked out their faces, folks. Put a big black X in between their faces. The reason why, folks, is because I believe, and I say this wholeheartedly, and I truly believe this, I believe we have a better chance with LeBron James and Bronny. I really do. Seriously. And we're going to get to Austin here in a second, but I believe we have a better chance with LeBron James, with Bronny, with Luke Kennard. I believe we have a better chance with these guys. Now, why do I say this? Well, the problem with Luka Doncic and Austin Reaves, folks, the problem with these two dudes is these two dudes are garbage, okay? They're garbage. Particularly Aston, right? Luka sucks too, but I'll get to Luka here in a second. The issue with Aston, right? He's literal dog shit. All right, he stinks, okay? He really doesn't have a skill set, folks. I actually looked at his numbers. Folks, I don't know if you guys know this, but Aston's hit his peak as an NBA player. Okay? He's already hit his peak, folks, and he's only 27 years old. Folks, his peak is around 15 points per game. That's as good as it's going to get for Aston, right? And that's when you include the foul baiting and, you know, the flopping, the flailing, the crying to the referees. That's with all of that included, folks, okay? His peak is about 15 points per game, okay? So he sucks, right? This is as good as it's going to get for him, okay? You know, I looked up his numbers, folks. He's averaging like 23 this year, but, you know, he's getting like 7 free throw attempts per game. So he's foul baiting, you know, better than, you know, most guys in the NBA, because we all know these aren't legitimate fouls anyway, right? When guys like Giannis or LeBron get fouled, right, we know that those are legitimate fouls, right? But when you see guys like Luka, guys like Aston, folks, these are not legitimate fouls, right? What they are doing is they are the ones initiating the contact. I think the NBA seriously needs to consider making some major changes this offseason. Seriously. What you see from Aston and Luka, these are not legitimate calls. These are two guys that are literally manipulating the game because they're just physically inadequate, right? They're physically inferior to their black counterparts. So what they do is they manipulate the game by flopping into, you know, defenders and making the officials believe they're the ones getting fouled, when in reality, a lot of the time, they can't even dribble by a defender. I mean, if you really watch Austin play, he'll drive the ball, and because he can't get around the defender, right, and he's so fucking goofy, he'll just start, you know, just doing like all kinds of like weird motions. And if you're just kind of watching with a naked eye, you'll think it's a foul on the defender. But once you really start to pay attention, you realize like, oh, wait, he can't even get around this guy. He's having difficulty getting around this defender. And then he'll fall to the floor. He'll throw the ball up to the rim and make it look like he's being fouled, but in reality, he's having a hard time against this said defender, right? And it was the same thing with Luka, folks. If you guys actually watch the play where he got hurt against OKC, he couldn't move around Lou Dort. Lou Dort had that shit. Lou Dort's a swole motherfucker. That's a swole motherfucker, folks. Seriously. He's OKC's Marcus Smart. He's a football player. Seriously, he's a defensive back. It's hard to just move that nigga around, chat. Right? You can't just move him off of his square. Why do you think Luka Doncic tore his hamstring? Seriously. Think about that for a second. Luka tore his hamstring trying to get around.
I'm a rolling stone.
Chat, hold on. Let me see if I can find the video. Chat, Luka literally tore his hamstring. He literally tore his hamstring because he couldn't get around Lou Dort. Hold on, chat. Let me show you guys. Oh, wait. That wasn't even Lou Dort. My bad. That was Jalen Williams. Oh, you went out sad. You went out sad versus Jalen Williams. Oh, that's nasty. I thought it was Lou Dort, chat. He went out sad versus Jalen Williams. Wow. Look at this, chat. He's having difficulty creating separation, right? And then look. He tore his hamstring.
You lucky I'm not single. I would take your girl. That's what would happen. Don't make me come to your live and start throwing super chats at her. You lucky I'm not single. I would take your girl. That's what would happen. Don't make me come to your live and start throwing super chats at her.
I wanna give back everything cause it means so much to me.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is what happens when you can't create separation versus adequate defenders. Right? You pull hamstring muscles. Okay? Luka Doncic couldn't create separation versus Jalen Williams. He tore his hamstring. He tore his hamstring, folks. Right? This is what happens when you put adequate defenders on these dudes, man. They can't move. So then they start flopping. And, oh, hi, I'm him. I'm him. I'm him. Folks, that's when the I'm hims come out, right? That's when they start bitching and crying for free throws. So to me, like I said, I hate these guys. I hate the way they play the sport. They've made a mockery out of the sport, folks. With all this foul baiting and flopping and all this, goofy shit that they've brought into the game. And, yeah, they've just made it unwatchable for me. So the fact that they're out, folks, I couldn't be happier, right? These two dudes are garbage, man. And like I said, I think we're better off with LeBron, Bronny, and Luke Kennard. And the reason why I say this, folks, is because Bronny, Luke Kennard, and LeBron, you want to know how they changed the game for us, folks? They changed the game for the Lakers because they take smarter shots. They have a higher IQ. The problem with Luka and Reaves, folks, and you guys see it in the clip, he's throwing the ball out of bounds. He had 4 turnovers in that first quarter, folks, versus OKC. He was literally passing the ball to the other team, right? Seriously, like he was just straight up passing it to Lou Dort. He was straight up just giving them the ball. Right? So we don't have to deal with that anymore. We don't have to deal with the low IQ, low efficiency brand of basketball that Luka and Reaves bring to the table. Right? So we're better off without them on the floor. Believe it or not, we are. We're a better team without them. Because now the ball will be in the hands of the smartest player who's ever played the game. And that is LeBron James. So there's no drop off here, folks, because Luka and Reaves are not here. We're actually better off without them. Seriously, we're better off without them. Bronny is going to handle the ball. He's not going to turn the ball over. He's not going to do the stupid stuff that Austin Reaves does. And it's going to be the same thing with Luke Kennard. Luke Kennard, he's not going to do this stupid stuff. Right? He's going to take good looks. They're going to be efficient shots. He's an efficient three-point shooter. He's a 50, 40, 90 guy, folks. So we're in better shape without Luka and Reaves. We really are. And I really truly believe that. I'm not just, trolling, right? I really, from the bottom of my heart, folks, I believe that wholeheartedly. We are better off without Luka and Reaves. I really do believe that. Now, let's get into what JJ Redick had to say, folks. Because JJ Redick, he had some comments about Bronny James. So yeah, let's take a listen to what JJ Redick had to say about Bronny.
We're gonna have to have all hands on deck for the series, and that's just when you're shorthanded. He's got to be ready. Nick will have to be ready. I think Bronny's improved a lot. I think we trust him. The shooting piece, I'm a believer in because of how well he shot it in the last 2 years in the G League. I know there was a stretch recently where he didn't shoot it well, and of course, he had a nice shooting game against Utah. He's improved a ton defensively in terms of his body positioning, both on and off ball, and then we want him to continue to evolve as a disruptive defender as well. You guys, we're gonna have to have all hands on deck.
So yeah, this was a quick clip, folks, about 44 seconds long. You guys heard what JJ Redick had to say. He said he's gonna have to have pretty much all hands on deck, and he believes in Bronny. He believes in Bronny. So I'm excited for Bronny, folks, if I'm being honest with you guys. Let's throw Bronny out there, right? You can only get better, folks, with repetition, right? Let's just go ahead and put Bronny out there and, let's let him get the reps. You guys saw what Davion Mitchell did yesterday versus Charlotte. Davion Mitchell for the Miami Heat. Folks, Bronny James can do what Davion Mitchell can do, right? Given, enough reps and practice and playing time. I believe he can do exactly what Davion Mitchell did last night for the Miami Heat. I believe in Bronny James, folks. Seriously. I really do. I've always really been a believer in Bronny. Obviously he suffered the cardiac arrest, and I was the one still defending him, right? I was saying, we got to give him time, man. That's going to take some time for him to get back to who he is as a player. And then obviously, he was kind of stinking up the joint earlier, so I got on his ass. But I'm back on board with Bronny, folks. I really am. But yeah, shout out to PA with the $5 super chat. Appreciate you, man.
LeBron fans.
You said Denny Atvia is another foul-baiting white boy that needs to be thrown out of the league. Yeah, I don't really watch much of Denny Atvia, dude. I don't really care about Portland Trailblazers basketball. The game last night, we were live when that game was on. I really didn't give a shit about Portland versus Phoenix. So yeah, I don't really keep up with him. I do know he's got the foul baiting, label on him, but I don't really keep up with him. I think he was an all-star this year, but yeah, I don't watch Portland, man, so I don't really know what he has going on, and I don't really give a shit. But yeah, fuck him, you know, fuck Denny Adfia, right? I'm not in support of him at all. I'm not in support of that dude. I'm sorry. But shout out to PA though. I agree. From what I've seen, you know. Now, ladies and gentlemen, Kevin Durant, folks. Kevin Durant, he had some comments, folks, about the others on the Lakers, right? Quick 15-second clip, folks. Take a listen to this.
They got guys that can step up and fill some of those roles that they were missing. Obviously, missing two of their best players, two of the best players in the league is tough to make up for, but they got guys that can come in and make a huge impact, so we got our work cut out for us. They got guys that can step up and fill some of those roles that they were missing. Obviously, missing two of their best players, two of the best players in the league is tough to make up for, but they got guys that can come in and make a huge impact, so we got our work cut out for us.
So, ladies and gentlemen, you guys just heard what Kevin Durant said, right? Now, if you let Stephen A. Smith, folks, and these people tell it, oh, the Lakers got no shot, this is going to be a sweep, blah, blah, blah. But you guys heard what Kevin Durant said, right? The Lakers have guys with Luka and Aston out that can step up and can produce, right? This is why I don't really pay attention to Stephen A. Smith and these dudes. I told y'all, man, Stephen A. Smith sold his ass years ago. All right. He sold his ass to a white man years ago. All right. Stephen A. Smith is bought and paid for. He gets paid to, you know, push certain propaganda, certain narratives. And I don't really take them seriously, you know. But as you guys heard Kevin Durant say, the Rockets are going to have their hands full, right? I told you guys, Rui Hachimura shot 44% this year. So did Luke Kennard, right? Like, we have shooters. Marcus Smart can space the floor. You know, LeBron can obviously shoot the ball. You guys are going to have your hands full. You know, are they a big team? Are they going to rebound well? Yeah. But at the end of the day, you got to make shots too. You got to make shots. You got to be able to knock down threes, folks. And I trust the Lakers' ability to knock down shots more than I trust Houston's. I do. I'm not just saying that, folks. I truly believe it. I'm not a believer in Houston's half-court offense. I'm just not, folks. You know, Sengun, like I said, man, you know, I'm not worried about him. If I'm being honest with you guys, I think DA can play him to a draw. Right? And then the only other person that they got that can beat you is Kevin Durant. And we all know he can't play out of double teams. He can't pass out of double teams. So all we have to do is get the ball out of his hands and make one of the other, you know, players beat us. Whether that's Amin Thompson, he can't beat you. Sure, is he athletic? Sure. Is he you know, a good offensive player? No. Nobody's worried about him. I would leave him wide open. Right? Tari Eason, he's no threat. Josh Okogie, he's no threat. You know, I mean, Jabari Smith Jr., solid player. I like Jabari. He's solid. Is he a threat? No, he's not a threat. He's not a threat to beat you. These guys can't take over games, right? These are just regular role players, chat. The same as what the Lakers got. So, Kevin Durant, folks, like he said, you know, the Rockets are going to have their hands full. Even Kevin Durant knows it, folks. Even Kevin Durant knows it. Like I said, folks, you know, we got these boys at the practice facility. You know, LeBron James, 41 years old, folks. Still more in shape, right, than the entire roster. Still the most conditioned player on the entire roster. This is what dedication looks like, folks. This is what happens when you put your all into your craft, right? It pays dividends on the back end. A lot of these dudes, I saw a clip of, Jose Alvarado and Melo on Carmelo's podcast. They were talking about, do players love the game, right? I think Jose Alvarado said 30 to 40% of the players love the game. I would think it's probably less than that, folks. Seriously. It's very obvious the ones that love the game. Those are the great ones. And there are very few great players in today's game. Very few, right? There's a reason LeBron... Do you guys know LeBron was the most viewed athlete this season? Yeah, LeBron James. Yeah, he was the most viewed athlete this season. Yeah, LeBron James. So no matter what these, trolls like to say in the chat and in the comment section, folks, they can't take their eyes off of this greatness. That's why I don't really take them seriously, to be honest with you guys. I don't really take trolls and these people seriously. Oh, you're a bisexual. Oh, but you're watching. But you're here. You watch the games, then you come to the live shows we do, then you're in my comment section, then you're trolling me on Twitter or on Instagram. Come on, dude. Like, you're obsessed with this stuff. There's no Kobe's coming down the pipeline. There's no more Michael Jordans or LeBron James coming down the pipeline. The next best thing you got is a fucking Canadian nigga named SGA. That's the best thing you got. So instead of you guys using, the last few years of LeBron's career to kind of appreciate the greatness, you spend your time trolling and trying to be different. I guess you guys want attention or something. I don't know. I find that shit to be a little bit strange, right? It's like you niggas want attention for being a hater. Like, don't you think that's kind of a weird way to, like, get attention? So you want to hate on greatness, but then you celebrate Austin Reaves, who's a fucking trailer park trash fraud. You celebrate that, but you hate on LeBron James. Why don't you just go ahead and admit you're a racist? Seriously. When I'm on these other channels, chat, and I go in their comment section and I see these dudes dick riding Austin Reaves, I'm like, bro, why don't y'all just admit y'all are just racist? They be in the chat fanboying for Austin Reaves and then be talking shit about LeBron. Oh, we can't wait for LeBum to get off the team. Like, wait a second. Hold on. So you're a fan of Austin Reaves, but you're not a fan of LeBron James? Yeah, you're a racist, dude. Seriously, you're just a racist. I mean, seriously. You're just racist. I mean, this shit is insane to me. It really is. Shout out to Cap 330 though with the $5 super chat.
LeBron fan.
You said Luke and MS complement LeBron's game style, playing the way LeBron's systems are always played, moving the ball, making cuts, and getting the ball to the open man. I'm telling you, bro, Saturday, I think the Lakers, bro, they gonna shock everybody, bro. Well, not us, because I'm telling y'all what I believe is gonna happen. So I wouldn't be shocked at all if the Lakers win. But I'm talking about the people that are doubting the Lakers' chances without two white dudes. They're gonna be shocked. But like I said too, they're probably just pushing an agenda. Like I said, maybe this is all an agenda to get Austin Reaves paid or whatever. I don't know. Maybe they want us to feel like we're going to need him because that kind of helps his, like, I guess, contract negotiation. I don't know, folks. I don't know what this is about. I don't know what Austin and his camp are trying to do. I don't understand this. So is your strategy to fake an injury so that way we can lose? And then this summer you can be like, well, see, you guys need him. Is that your strategy? So you would rather us lose? You mean to tell me your oblique injury is this bad that you can't play on Saturday, dude? Are you fucking serious? Meanwhile, Kobe Bryant would have dislocated shoulders and broken fucking fingers and all kinds of shit, and he would suit up and play. And you talking about you got an oblique injury? You just pulling shit out your ass, huh? You just pulling shit out your little white ass. Now you got an oblique injury. So now you can't play Saturday. Do you guys genuinely believe that Austin's oblique injury is so bad that he can't play Saturday? Seriously, really think about that for a second. We still don't know where the injury came from. Nobody has sent me the play where he suffered this oblique injury. This is the most mysterious oblique injury I've ever seen. Where did he suffer the injury? Where? We still haven't figured that part out yet. How did he get an oblique injury? You didn't get an oblique injury. You got a Lou Dort injury. You got a Cason Wallace injury. You got a SGA Jalen Williams injury. That's where your injury came from. Your injury came from you getting your ass kicked. They fucked you over. That's what happened. And this was 2 weeks ago at this point, chat. This was 14 days ago. 2 Thursdays ago. And we got the playoffs on Saturday. So you mean to tell me this little oblique injury is so bad that you can't go on Saturday? Chat, didn't Luka fly to Spain so he can get horse nut injected into his ass cheek so he could play? So why didn't Austin fly to, fuck it, let's just pick a random country. Because these niggas is just picking random fucking countries. So why didn't he fly to fucking, let me see. Let's just pick a random fucking country. Oh, here we go. Montenegro. Why didn't he go to Montenegro, chat, so he can go get some suspicious medication? Seriously. Because Luka went to Spain. He at least tried to make it look like he was legitimately injured and he was trying to get back. Why didn't you fly your bitch ass to Montenegro so you could go get a fake ass medication for your weak ass oblique injury? Why? Because it was never real to begin with. Nigga, you mean to tell me you can't have a masseuse working around the clock? He could afford to pay a masseuse for 24 hours a day to massage his oblique. Seriously. You have enough money to pay a masseuse to literally move in with you for the last 2 weeks. And she could have massaged your oblique injury for 24 hours around the clock. So that way you could have been ready to go by Saturday. But no, he's still not going to be ready to go. Folks, he's a fraud, man. Seriously. An oblique injury. Really? He said he should have went to Iceland for ice treatment. Right, seriously, something. Go to Denmark. Go to Switzerland. You know, make it look like you're trying to get back. He's not even trying to look like he's trying to get back. At least with Luka, I can respect the strategy. You know, at least he's like, you know what? Let me fake like I'm going to go get an injection. Right? Let me go get some stem cells. Let me go get some peptides or whatever, right? Some steroids or whatever. Let me go fake like I'm trying, even though I'm really going over here to go see my fucking kid. and go to a basketball game and go fuck with some Yugoslavian strippers. Because that's really what he went to go do. That was a part of his treatment too. Getting sucked off by some European escorts.
You're a freaky frog.
Incredible, man. Austin, he didn't even try, Chad. He didn't even try to like make it look like he's gonna come back, folks. He just like, nah, I'm good. Nah, Luka's not playing, I ain't playing. He doesn't want to play unless his boyfriend is out there. Chad, I told y'all they got a pinky promise handshake. They're lovers. I told y'all Aston's gay. Remember when he had his relationship with D-Lo? And then they traded his boyfriend. So now he got a new lover. His new lover is Luka.
So, man, I'm so in love. Yeah, I miss you. Yeah, I miss your touch. I wanna get back every day, cause it means so much to me.
Austin Reaves. Foul baiter.
So, man, I'm so in love. Yeah, I miss you. Yeah, I miss your touch. I wanna get back every day, cause it means so much to me.
Chat, the lyrics to the song.
So, man, I'm so in love. Yeah, I miss you. Yeah, I miss your touch. I wanna get back every day, cause it means so much to me.
Austin Reaves. Foul baiter.
So, man, I'm so in love. Yeah, I miss you. Yeah, I miss your touch.
Oh my God, bro. Oh my God. He's like, if my boyfriend isn't gonna play, then I quit. He said, if my boyfriend isn't gonna play, chat, then I quit.
Now you don't want to play defense. Shut the fuck up. Shut up. It's fucking hurting.
So, man, I'm so in love. Yeah, I miss you. Yeah, I miss your touch. I wanna get back every day, cause it means so much to me.
Give your sweetie a kiss. It's the love kiss cam.
Have some fucking respect. Have some respect. Have some respect.
Don't interact with him. Don't interact with him.
Have some fucking respect.
Don't interact.
Have some respect.
Chat, when have you ever seen Aston crash out on fans before? He's willing to crash out for his boo. You want to know why, chat? Because he knows, right, that this relationship that he's fostering with Luka, he knows this is going to play a big role in him getting a contract. Why do you think he's willing to suck up Luka? Literally. Why do you guys think he's doing that? They have a pinky promise handshake, folks. Who do you guys think initiated a pinky promise handshake? Do you guys think it was Luka or Reaves? Who do you guys think created that? Look who puts their pinky out first, folks.
So, man, I'm so in love. Yeah, I miss you. Yeah, I miss your touch.
Austin Reaves. Foul baiter.
I wanna get back every day, cause it means so much to me.
He said, so he's a gold digger. That's exactly what he is. He's a groupie. 444 said they're tickling each other. Luka's playing with his ear. 444. Look at this. They're grabbing each other. They're fucking like who plays around like this as grown men? I don't play like this with my friends. Like this is some gay stuff going on here, man. I'm telling you, Chad, I wouldn't be surprised if they're behind the scenes fucking, dude. I wouldn't be surprised. Seriously. Shout out to Mike298. You said, yeah, it's just as mysterious as his calf injury. Folks, this stuff is nasty, dude. Literally, y'all think I be saying this stuff like I'm trolling, bro? I'm dead serious, bro. This shit is nasty. Literally. It's nasty. Like, I'm literally actually disgusted even just thinking about this stuff. This is Brokeback Mountain Lakers edition, folks. This is Brokeback Mountain Lakers edition. Aston is willing to do whatever it takes to get some money, dude. I told y'all, man, if y'all want these millions, folks, this is the stuff you're going to have to do, man. Ask Stephen A. Smith. You got to sell your ass to a white dude. Same thing in Hollyweird, folks. There's a reason they call it Hollyweird. Things get weird in Hollyweird, folks. They lock a door on you. You know, they close the blinds, and before you know it, you're in some room somewhere with some, you know, movie executive, and he's grabbing your cheeks. You know, it's like, how bad do you want to be in this movie? I mean, you guys saw what happened with Joy Taylor. You guys heard the story. You know, she showed up to the first undisputed meeting, you know, with Skip. She showed up with her titties out in a freakum dress, ready to get ran by Skip. Skip didn't want her. Skip didn't want Joy Taylor, dude. You know? Oh, my bad. That was the wrong graphic, chat. My bad.
You're a freaky frog.
My bad. This nigga's so freaky. I done put up the wrong graphic. Yeah, chat. What do you guys think she did after this Dodger game with Shannon Sharp? I mean, you see how happy Shannon was when he was smiling? Look at Shannon smiling. Shannon knew he was finna get his dick sucked after the game. I seen somebody put on Twitter today. They put date in the acronym for date. You want to know what the acronym for date is, chat? Dick at the end. That's what somebody said. Dick at the end. Date. D-A-T-E. Dick at the end. Yeah, Shannon got his cock wet that night. This night, chat, that he took Joy Taylor out. Yep. Yeah, you want a job at FS1 with all these, you know, high-powered, you know, former NFL players and media figures? Yeah, you're gonna have to suck something, dude. What? We're not just gonna give you a $500,000, $300,000 job on TV for nothing. You're gonna have to suck. That's what happens, folks. Austin's just doing what many people have done before him, folks. That's all he's doing. He's sucking up to Luka. That's all he's doing. He's sucking up to Luka, literally. He's sucking up to Luka. He's doing whatever he can so he can get in good, right? Now he wants to be Luka's lover. So what, did you break up with D-Lo? Remember when he was going on golf dates with D-Lo? We haven't seen him and D-Lo together in a while. I guess he left D-Lo. D-Lo can't do anything for him. So now he's in a relationship with Luka now. This dude's disgusting. This dude is actually disgusting. He'll give anybody head. He doesn't care. He'll give anybody on this goddamn team head. He's the fucking... He's just disgusting, man. That dude is filthy. So yeah, chat. Like I said, back to Bronny and Luke Kennard though. I think Bronny and Luke Kennard, I think those two, along with LeBron, I think they can end the Austin Reaves era in Los Angeles, folks. I do. I think they can end the Austin Reaves era, folks. I really do. I think if Luke Kennard balls out, folks, I think it's over with for Austin Reaves. I do. See, his little plan, chat, I'm not going to lie. If Luke Kennard wasn't here, this plan of like faking an injury and sitting out, hoping that the team loses without you, it might work if Luke Kennard isn't here and Luke Kennard isn't hungry. But chat, Luke Kennard is hungry. He wants the new deal. So like I said, this in my opinion, Saturday is going to be fascinating, dude. There are so many storylines that if the Lakers play well and win, folks, I wouldn't be surprised if Austin rushes back, folks. Seriously. If Luke Kennard is playing well and the Lakers are winning, how much do you guys want to bet Austin Reaves will be back by game 3 or 4? He's going to be back by game 3 or 4. Him and his agent are going to be sitting around saying, "Oh, if you don't get back, Luke Kennard might end up stealing your spot." Straight up. You know what's crazy, chat? The best thing for Austin would be if the Lakers get swept. That would be the best thing for Austin and his contract negotiation. I'm pretty sure that's what him and his agent are banking on. They're banking on this being a quick series and Houston sweeping us. The longer this series goes, chat, and he doesn't play, the worse he's going to end up looking. Because now what we're going to realize as a collective is that we don't need you. Because remember, chat, the last 3 years, we've only won 2 playoff games with this dude. We've only won 2 playoff games with him. So let's just say, hypothetically, we win both of our home games this weekend. Let's just say, hypothetically, we go 2-0 at home. Folks, that might be the end of Austin Reaves' tenure as a Laker. That might be all. That might be all she wrote for Austin Reaves. If we go 2-0 and Luke Kennard plays well, folks, ain't nobody gonna be even thinking about this dude anymore. Seriously, he's not gonna be the talk of the town anymore, folks. You guys remember when he had his "I'm him" moment, right? That was in the first round back in 2023.
So, man, I'm so in love. Yeah, I miss your touch.
Folks, what if Luke Kennard has his "I'm him" moment? Then what? Like I said, folks, this Saturday is going to be fascinating. This could potentially blow up in this dude's face. I think he'll end up rushing himself back. And here's the thing, too. If Luke Kennard is playing well, folks, I don't think you can even put Austin in the starting lineup if he comes back. You would have to bring him off the bench, because if Luke Kennard is playing well, you wouldn't want to disrupt that rhythm. So let's just say Luke Kennard plays well, and then Austin mysteriously can go for game 3 or 4. Well, at that point, you got to come off the bench. We might never see this dude be a starter for the Lakers ever again. I'm telling y'all right now, I will not be rooting harder for anybody this weekend than Luke Kennard. I'm going to be rooting harder for Luke Kennard more than anybody else on this roster, and that includes LeBron, and I'm a LeBron fan.
LeBron fans.
I'm going to be rooting the hardest for Luke Kennard. this Saturday. Because if he can do what I think he can do, and he's more than capable of doing it. If he can do what I think he can do, he will finally end the Austin Reaves era in LA. And I've been waiting for this era to be over with for 3 years. If Luke Kennard does what I think he's going to do, I'm going to get me a Luke Kennard jersey. Seriously. I'm going to get me a Luke Kennard jersey.
Ticket TV, he calls LeBron James fans jockstrap sniffers. So this is for you guys. If you're watching, shout out to all the LeBron James jockstrap sniffers. This is for you.
You lucky I'm not single. I would take your girl. That's what would happen. Don't make me come to your live and start throwing super chats at her.
I wanna get back everything.
You lucky I'm not single. I would take your girl. That's what would happen. Don't make me come to your live and start throwing super chats at her.
Chat, if Luke Kennard does what I think he's capable of doing, if you guys remember, he had a triple-double in his first game without Aston. He had a triple-double. If he does what I think he can do, and we're going to be at home, remember that too. We're going to be at home, playing in front of our home fans. And I think they're going to be rooting him on. They're going to be cheering him on, folks. I think if he does what I think he can do, Austin Reaves' time in LA is going to be over with this summer. This shit he's done, folks, he's done nothing but make a mockery of this sport. Seriously, if you would have told me he would have done some of the shit he did this year, I'd have said, man, hell no, man. He's not going to do that. That's fucking crazy. I mean, this was a dude that would play all 82 games. Now, all of a sudden, he's faking injuries. So that way he can preserve his value. So he can get a contract. So you don't even care about us winning or losing. He don't even care about the team. All he cares about is his fucking numbers. And then y'all have the audacity to call players like LeBron, who will literally die for us. Y'all have the audacity to say he's a stat patter. And you have niggas like Austin that will literally quit on the team, faking injury so they can preserve their shitty numbers. He's a fucking joke, man. He's a joke. Austin Reaves is a joke, man. He is a joke to the game of basketball. I will never respect him. I will never respect him in my life. It's not going to happen. He said, can you do the I'm him Mickey Mouse voice shit? It's comedy. You said hating on Luka and Reaves, I don't understand this. Well, of course you don't. This isn't for you to understand. Your name's El Taco. What is it, Taco Tuesday in this bitch? Like, I mean, what's going on? Shouldn't you be over at Danny Boy? Shouldn't you be on? You're on the wrong channel, dude. Go with your people.
There's literally channels dedicated to low basketball IQ that just like to shred guys like Austin Reaves. I never knew. Somebody pointed me in that direction. I couldn't even watch 5 seconds. I lost brain cells just being there. There's some real Bron Glazers that just like to hate on everybody not named LeBron. And,
I want to get back
they're looking really silly right now because,
so much.
you know, they like to talk trash about me for giving Austin Reaves his obvious due props. Another 30 piece. What you got to say now, clown? You know, so it's like they always got something to say, man. Get these clowns off of my TV screen. Listen, I will never go back on that channel, not even for 5 seconds.
Yeah, dude, why don't you go El Taco? Why don't you go with the Migos, dude? Why don't you go to Danny Boy, the Lakers fanboy? Because they like to talk trash about me for giving Austin Reaves his obvious due props. Another 30-piece. What you got to say now, clown? Why don't you go with the Mexicans, dude? El Taco. You fucking clown. Yeah, we know you don't see why we hate on Austin Reaves. We know. You Mexicans love whites. You love your colonizer. You love your colonizer, right? We know y'all love the whites, El Taco. The fuck out of here, nigga. Come back on Taco Tuesday, okay? Take care, pussy. Have a good night. Come back when we're having Taco Tuesday, okay? You can bring the Mexican sodas and the fucking asada, all right? The fucking guac and shit. You can bring all that shit, you fucking clown. You stupid fuck. Because they like to talk trash about me for giving Austin Reaves his obvious due props. Another 30-piece. What you got to say now, clown? Go over with your people, dude. Go to Danny Boy, the Lakers fanboy. The fuck? Come back Tuesday, dude. We'll do a special. We'll do a special, segment for you on Tuesday. Okay. Taco Tuesday, El Taco. Get the fuck out the chat, pussy. All right. Take care. We know you dudes love white boys. We know. Hey, fool, why don't you like Austin Reaves, fool? Hey, homeboy. What the fuck Austin Reaves do to you, fool? Hey, fuck LeBron. Hey, fuck LeBron, fool. You fucking stupid. Hey, fuck that fool. Hey, fuck that fool, LeBron, fool. You fucking nigger. Fucking stupid fool.
LeBron fans.
Yeah. We know, dude. We know El Taco. We know who you like, dude. Listen, we know what side you align with, okay? Look at the thumbnail, El Taco. You can either go left or you can go right. You can either come with us or you can go with him. We know which way you're going, dude. You're going with your colonizer. So just go. Fuck, dude. Just go. It's okay. Just go with them. We don't need you. That's the thing. We don't need you, right? We'll whoop both of y'all asses. So y'all can go link up with them and we'll still kick your ass. Fucking pussy. Yeah. We don't need you, dude. Go with them. They need you. We don't need you. We'll whoop the both of y'all asses. Combined. Y'all can click up and we'll still fuck you over. You stupid fool. Hey, fuck that fool LeBron, fool. You fucking nigger. Yeah, that's cool, dude. Yeah, we'll be all that. Yep, we'll be your fucking nigger. When we whooping the shit out of you, we'll be your fucking nigger. When we're whooping your fucking ass, fool. We'll be your fucking nigger. All right, we got this clown in here. What do you got, dude?
Yeah, like to that last dude, like I don't know if he came on the show or not, but you know what? Come on the show, bro. The water is nice and warm. It's real easy. It's real easy. Like a guy like him, it's real easy. You know why? Because he promotes it like all the time. Like he hasn't got
Dude, what are you talking about?
It says like he's like an easy basketball mind.
What are you talking about?
Huh?
Are you on drugs?
Go ahead. I'm on drugs?
Yes. Are you on drugs? What are you talking about?
You asking me I'm on drugs?
Yes. What are you talking about?
Bro, are you actually thinking about the things you're saying when you're saying them?
No, I don't know what you're
I'm
talking
about to ask you
about.
that same question.
I don't know what you're
I'm
talking
about to
about.
ask you that same question.
What are you talking about?
Because basically you always talking about, oh, what the hell I'm talking about? Like, oh, like, wow, how AR is better to sign him than to not sign him. And you saying, I'm an idiot for saying that. Like, how am I an idiot for saying that? Really?
Are you still talking about the conversation from earlier when you rage quit and hung up the phone?
Bro, I didn't rage quit anything. I just basically
you did. You hung up the
didn't
phone.
want to deal with your dumbass bullshit.
So now you bringing it back up again?
Yeah, I'm bringing it back up again just to make a point about like
What's
how
your point?
you come across, like when you bring across like an argument on something. It's like basically like, oh, it can't be wrong what you're saying. It can't be. But what I'm saying that has some actual fucking sense to it can't. You can't even admit that it does make sense. Like signing AR.
If it made sense, I would say it made sense. It doesn't make sense,
Yeah,
which is why
it should make sense to you.
No,
like,
it doesn't make
AR,
sense.
It does make sense because AR signing him does make sense.
It doesn't.
You turn him into a trade asset.
You can't turn him into a trade asset when there's nobody that wants to trade for him right now without a deal.
Yes, right now that is true. But later on, it can happen. You are wrong because
you're a clown, dude.
It's contract
You're a
situation.
clown.
See, you're not looking at it in a realistic.
You're
point
a clown,
of view.
dude.
You're looking at it.
You're a clown, man.
Like it's all tangible. Everything's tangible.
Hey, there's nobody that's lining up to trade for him now, and he's making $14 million now. What makes you think if you pay him 30 or 35,
yeah, exactly,
or God forbid, 40
That's
million?
the whole point.
Stop talking. If nobody's willing to trade for him at 14 million, why would they trade for him at 30? What?
He could trade out next year. That's the whole point. He could trade out. See,
$14 million.
Like
so now you're just pulling shit. So now you're just pulling shit out of your black ass now.
Hold on.
No. You'd be better. No. You'd be better off, Kwame, right now, standing up and showing us that black ass of yours, because that's all you're doing is just pulling shit out of your black ass. Now he can trade out next year. What are you talking about?
Dumbest thing you ever said in your fucking
No.
Right
you might as well just stand up.
You
might as well just stand up and turn around and talk out your ass, because that's basically what you're doing now.
I'm not talking about my ass. I'm talking right.
You said he can trade out next year. What are you talking about? He can trade out. What does that mean? What does that mean? Trade out. What does that mean?
You trade out to a greater player. That's what it is. Okay. This is potentially for Giannis.
You're not getting Giannis.
We combine.
Giannis has already said he doesn't want to come to the West Coast. You're not getting Giannis. Giannis is staying out east. He's going to the Heat or to the Knicks. You're not getting Giannis. So who else do you have?
To him. It's not all up to him. I'm letting you know that. Okay. Secondly, there are trades. Okay, you can make with certain teams. Okay, the clear cap space for future draft picks that are conditional that can lead for a team to make a huge move.
Are you fucking on drugs, man?
Bro, I'm telling you.
No, answer the question. Are you on drugs? Are you on drugs right now?
Am I on drugs? The only drugs I'm on are the drugs that God gave all humanity. That's it.
So are you on weed or what?
I have smoked some marijuana and I have drunk some alcohol. That is true.
Right.
But I am very conscious and I know what I'm talking about. So that has nothing to do with it.
You're a drunk weed head is what you are.
Yes, fine. Okay, you can call me that. That's fine.
Why should I even engage in a conversation with a drunk fool?
Because I know what I'm talking about. Even a drunk fool.
No, you don't. You're
right.
a drunk fool. You're a fool.
Okay, bro.
Yeah,
okay,
you're a drunk fool.
Okay, let me ask you a question. Okay, you saying LeBron James is a great player, right? Are you saying that?
So, yeah, I'm so in love. Yeah, I miss
So
you.
you're saying LeBron James?
Yeah, I miss your touch.
So well, this is what I'm going to say to you.
I wanna get
LeBron
back every
James is a great
game,
player,
'cause it
but
means
is
so
he the
much
greatest player?
to me.
Shut your bitch ass
up!
What he has performed in his last games. Okay, how many times has he messed up? You look at Michael Jordan's career; he never messed up really. You think about how many times he messed up. It's barely any times. LeBron James has messed up a lot. Okay, a lot of times. A lot of times. You know why? Because he's trying to be a facilitator and and do these fancy passes, be like Magic Johnson. And that's fine. I appreciate that. I like that. I love that kind of play. That's awesome. But what I'm trying to tell you, what you need is somebody who understands how to play the game. To play the game the right way. And you saying like Luka doesn't play the game the right way because he doesn't play defense. Okay, fair enough. He doesn't play defense the right way. I agree with that. But at the same time, you look at how the game is played and how old they are. Who would you put your money with? It's just a logical bet. Where do you put your money? It's with the younger player. It's just logical. It's just logical. LeBron James
They only here to
is
cause
beyond
confusion.
the
If
point.
this was chess, we'd be yelling checkmate 3 years ago because we've been beat these. It's not a game.
You guess what?
Here
I'll
to
be
cause
yelling
confusion.
checkmate
If
as
this
soon
was
as
chess,
I'll be
we'd be
yelling
yelling
checkmate as soon as
3
I won the game,
years
bro.
ago because we've been
That's what I'll be
beat.
doing. That's
It's
what I'll
not
be
a game.
doing. Okay, that's what I'll be doing, Tupac. So don't worry about me. I'll be yelling checkmate before you even say nothing. Okay, so don't be talking to me. Okay, I know how to play chess. Don't be
They
talking
only here
to
to
me
cause
about
confusion.
chess.
If this was chess, we'd be yelling checkmate 3 years ago because we've been beat these.
Yo, bro, when it comes to
It's
rap,
not a
man, you
game.
got me. But when it comes to chess, you don't got me, nigga. You ain't got me. You don't got me, Tupac. No, you don't. I'm sorry. No, you don't. You don't got me on chess. I don't beat you every fucking time. I ain't lying. I ain't lying on my shit. That's just straight up. Straight up, bro. Okay? I know how to play this shit long term, bro. I know the long moves, bro. I know this shit. Okay? You know how you play this? It's basically like this. You signed that nigga, Austin Reaves, to a $30 million contract. 4 years. See, you could parlay that into something. You could parlay him into a trade and get another better player. You guys ain't looking like that. You just looking at it on a frontier kind of way, like the surface level. It's deeper levels to this shit, and you guys don't even see it. That's how I look at it. I look at it like a Machiavelli, bro. I look at it like a chess master. Okay, that's how I look at it. That's the difference between me and you.
Let me ask you a question. What are you drinking tonight?
Nothing. Right now. I'm smoking a cigarette.
No. What did you have to drink earlier?
Oh, you talking about that? I was drinking beer. I don't promote drinks. Okay, I don't promote name brands and shit like that. But if you have any other questions, you can go to this website. It's like I don't give a fuck.com/Gmail fuck you in the ass. How about that?
So now you're gonna disrespect me and my platform.
No, I'm saying like if you have any other questions, you can just like put them right there in writing.
No.
I can answer them back.
So
that's my
so
email
now
address.
you're gonna disrespect my platform now.
No, I'm saying
you already called into the show
You want
drunk.
to repeat it again? I can spell it to you. You want to spell it?
So you already called into the show drunk, high, and belligerent. Now you're just gonna completely disrespect me and my platform.
I can respell it to you. You want me to spell it?
Let me ask you a question.
Let me ask you a question.
Because you're just like MJ, right?
You want me to respell it to you?
What is the problem with you?
You can answer.
No. What is the problem?
Any other question you have, you can.
What is the problem with you monkey niggers?
Email address.
What is the problem with you monkey niggers coming onto my show and disrespecting the platform? I let you on the show.
Bro,
the least you could do
to give you the email address.
The least you could do is be respectful.
Any further questions to this email address, bro? This is what I was trying to do. You understand what I'm saying? I don't know if you do or not. Maybe you don't. That's fine. You don't have to. You don't really have to. It's fine. Yeah.
I want to give back everything because it means so much to me.
What does that monkey mean? Like I'm from Africa or something? Is that racist? You being racist toward me? That monkey fucking noise? Like, oh, monkeys are from Africa? I got a tail or something? You think that's like funny? I don't think it's funny, bro. You think it's funny to make fun of your African brothers? More monkey fucking noise. This is how I know.
I want to give back everything because it means so much to me.
Boy, for any kind of situation that he's fucking facing, that this nigga ain't facing anything I'm facing. You know why? Because I don't really fucking care, bro. What you talking about, bro? It doesn't really matter.
Hey, Kwame, don't ever call back into this show again.
Bro, I don't really have to.
I'm telling you right now.
It's up to you to pick up.
Don't no. It's up to you. It's up to you to call. Don't ever call this. When I put the link in the chat, because I'm gonna block you.
Button, bro.
No. I'm gonna block you. I'm gonna block you too. I'm gonna block you too. I'm gonna block you too. You are officially banned.
Don't worry about it, bro.
You're officially banned, nigga. You're banned from the locker room.
I don't really care, bro.
You're banned. I'm banning you after today. This is your final show. So do you have any final? Do you have any final? Do you have any final words?
Everything I just said to you is correct.
Do you have any final words?
It's correct. Yeah, everything I just said to you is correct.
Do you have any final words?
I just told you. Everything I just said to you is correct. And you'll find
it. I want to give back everything because it means so much to me.
You lucky I'm not single. I would take your girl. That's what would happen. Don't make me come to your live and start throwing super chats at her.
I want to give back everything because it means so much to me.
Yeah, chat. He's done, man. He's done. You know, I can't do it. I can't do it anymore, chat. You can't come on the show, you know. You just can't come on the show saying certain things, man. You know, you at a certain point you just crossed the line. He crossed the line, chat. He crossed the line. So, yeah, you're done, dude. You know, you're pathetic, man. Honestly, you're pathetic, you know. I let you on the show. You're fucking drunk. You're fucking belligerent and stupid. And yeah, now you want to fucking get me kicked off of YouTube because you want to be a fucking clown. You know, it's just like, dude, respect my show, man. Like, I get it. It's a funny show. We have fun. We have a good time and all that. But, like, have some respect, dude. You know, have some respect. You're not about to fuck up over what I got going on over here because you want to be a fucking clown. Same reason I had to ban that other clown MJ. And I let his goofy ass back on the show just for him to cuss me out again. It's always you monkey fucking niggers, man. It's always you monkey niggers, man. I hate y'all. I do, chat. I hate niggas like that, man. I do. I despise them. They will come to your channel and act like a buffoon and then go to the white man show and be on their best behavior. Go to the Mexican channel and be on their best behavior. And then they will come to your show drunk, high, fucking belligerent, retarded, just making a complete fool of them damn selves. Just embarrassing, man. Just embarrassing. So, chat, I'm gonna have to take this show down, man. He crossed the line, chat. This show's gonna get taken down. If you want to listen to it, it'll be over on Twitter. But I gotta take this show down, man. He's fucking stupid, man. Kwame, that's it, dude. Like, I can't take you anymore, bro. You know, you're banned, dude. You're banned. Like, I'm good, man. You're retarded. You're fucking goofy. You don't have any teeth. Like, just stop calling in, man. I'm tired of even going back and forth with you. You know, leave me the fuck alone, dude. Go to Danny Boy. You know, you're banned from our show, Kwame. You ain't a real nigga, man. You're banned from this show. You know, I'm gonna kick you out, and now you gotta go listen to the Mexicans. Take your goofy ass to Danny Boy. Go to Danny Boy, the Lakers fanboy. Go with the Mexicans, nigga. You can't come over here anymore. You see, that's where MJ went. He went over there with the Mexicans. That's what happens when you lose your black card.
And the goofballs that say they're LeBron, no, you're not a LeBron James fan. Hey, all the people on this chat, if anybody bring up the other players, they're not a LeBron James fan. So we cutting them out. We the real LeBron James fans. Hey, everybody on here, we the real LeBron James fan. That goofball on the other channel, excuse my French, he's a D-head. I ain't gonna say the word. He a D-head. He's not a LeBron James fan. He just trying to get likes. If
I love it.
I would not follow him because he a goofball.
Yeah, Kwame, you just been blocked, dude. You just been blocked. Yeah, let me block you twice, actually. Yeah, you've been banned, Kwame. You've been banned from the locker room. You know, and this is a pretty laid back show. So imagine how big of a clown you must have been to get banned from the show. You're a fucking clown. Okay? So have a good night, pussy. I guess I'll see you next lifetime, Kwame. Right? I don't know. Maybe we'll be butterflies. I don't know. You know? Maybe I'll kick your ass as a fucking tiger or something. You know? Who knows, Kwame? Maybe in our next life, you know, we'll both be in the jungle somewhere in Africa and we'll be fucking tigers. And I'll kick your ass as a fucking tiger. But I think in this lifetime, Kwame, yeah, me and you need to go our separate ways, okay, pussy? You're done. You're done. He said the Floppers choked again. The worst franchise in NBA history. Man, I told y'all, man. Kawhi Leonard, listen. Kawhi went to the Clippers as a retirement plan. You know, Kawhi, he's another unserious player, man. He's just not serious. Nobody that's serious would ever choose the Clippers, you know. His move to the Clippers should have let y'all know he's just not serious. He's not serious. I mean, there's so many guys that are just not serious in this league. Kawhi, Luka, Kevin Durant. These guys are not serious, man. Who goes to the Clippers and you're trying to win a championship? I mean, that's like going to the Hawks and you're trying to win a championship. It's like, dude, if you want to win a championship, you don't go to the Hawks. You know? Like, there's just certain franchises, if you're serious about winning, you just never go to. You know? I mean, I thought that that's like common sense, right? Like, if I'm trying to win a championship, I'm not going to the Pelicans. You know? There's just certain franchises you're just never going to win on. So it's just like, to me, him going to the Clippers wasn't a serious move to begin with. He's just never been serious, man. And to be honest with you, he's really he really lucked up in his whole career. You know, he lucked up by going to the Spurs. They were already, you know, winning rings before he got there. You know, then he went there. He got an extra ring there. And then he goes to Toronto. They were already the number 1 team in the East. And then Kevin Durant and Klay Thompson get hurt. And then he wins a easy ring because they got hurt. If Kevin Durant don't get hurt, chat, they would have beat the baby dinosaurs, right? Kawhi's just he's just overrated. You know what I mean? He's never been LeBron. They try to, you know, make it a conversation some years ago. Who's better, LeBron or Kawhi? It's never been close. You know, like I said, I was living in LA when Kawhi signed with the Clippers. All these niggas were coming to work with fucking Clipper gear. One nigga came to work, chat. He had on Clipper pajamas. I was like, man, if you don't get the fuck up. I was like, man, if you don't get the fuck on somewhere, nigga. This nigga had on Clipper pajamas, chat. Clipper pajama pants. I was like, man, y'all niggas is like trolling. But it was a point in time, 2019, like I said, where people really thought he was on the same level with LeBron. He's never been on LeBron's level. It's all a farce. Kawhi's a fraud. It is what it is. He's just not serious. He's just, you know, trying to get paid. God bless him. He's going to make all the money in the world, but fuck him. So, yeah, another empty season for the Clippers. Maybe now he'll decide to team up with LeBron. Who knows? Maybe now they can team up. That's what the Clippers need to do. Let Kawhi walk so we can get him. Let's get rid of Luka and Reaves and let's just sign Kawhi and we can go win a chip. Maybe now his bitch ass wants to win. You know, maybe he's tired of losing now that he can't finesse the Clippers for more money. So maybe now he wants to win. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But yeah, let's talk about this LaMelo Ball situation though, folks. Because this situation was actually hilarious. So you guys remember the game last night, right? LaMelo Ball does some slimy shit. And, you know, he injures Bam Adebayo, right? He injures Bam Adebayo. So Nick Wright, he went off on LaMelo Ball, right? Now, somebody said Nick Wright had money on the game the way he went off on LaMelo. And I wouldn't be surprised, folks, because I listen, when you put a lot of money on a team and then some shit happens like that, you would be pissed off too. Take a listen to what Nick Wright had to say.
I'm sorry, and I don't care if this gets clipped. That young man is a clown and has been a clown forever and will never not be a clown.
Well, that's a little far. You don't know that.
You're right. You're right about that part.
Hopefully he learned. I hear you.
You know what? That part is correct. You know what, Brew? I'm glad you're here to correct that. I don't know what he will be down the road. What I do know is that the way he conducts himself on the court, and it would appear off the court, is that of an immature, coddled teenager.
So you guys just heard the audio from Nick Wright, right? He called LaMelo Ball a clown on national TV. We got Jordan C with the $5 super chat. Appreciate you, man.
LeBron fan.
You said it's a choke. The Clippers had previously won 9 games in a row against the Dubs, but will lose the most important game of the season in Clippers fashion. This is the life of a Clipper fan. You know, it's just constant disappointment, I guess. I wouldn't know. I would never root for such a destitute franchise like the Clippers. But yeah, you guys heard, folks, what Nick Wright had to say about LaMelo. He called him a clown on national television. Now, do I think LaMelo Ball is a clown? Honestly, yeah, I do. I don't necessarily fully disagree with Nick Wright. I do kind of think he's a clown. Now, one of the reasons why I think he's a clown, number one, folks, it would have to be the stupid ass tattoos, right? You know, him and his brothers, chat, you know, they grew up in Chino Hills. You know, they grew up in, you know, a good neighborhood, good home. And, you know, these dudes get to the NBA, chat, and, you know, they tat up their bodies looking like a fucking Mexican gang, you know, just looking fucking stupid, right? I know LeVar is disappointed at what these dudes did to their bodies. So, yeah, I think he's just a clown just off of his tattoos alone. He's a clown. I mean, and then he's got some of the worst tattoos, too, right? I mean, just look at it. I mean, these are just terrible tats, right? They're just terrible. You know what I mean? Like, you know, you guys remember that one Hot Cheeto foot tat? You guys remember that shit a few years ago when they posted that Hot Cheeto foot tat? That shit was fucking hilarious. I don't think that was real, but still, you know, he's got some of the worst tattoos ever, right? It's like, come on, man. You dudes grew up in fucking Chino Hills. Like, you're not fucking gangsters. You know what I mean? You're not down, cuh. You know, you ain't part of the set, cuh. You know, so it's just like, to me, he's just a clown just based off of his tattoos. Like, he's just a clown for that. You know what I mean? You just destroyed your body for no point, no reason. You just look stupid. So, is Nick right? Is LaMelo Ball a clown? Yes, I would have to agree. I do think LaMelo is somewhat of a clown, folks. I do. I think the way he plays the game is very goofy. Somebody said he looks like he plays like he got slides on. But yeah, I somewhat agree with Nick Wright. You know, I do think LaMelo is somewhat of a clown. I do think him tripping Bam Adebayo is very goofy, right? That was not on accident, right? If we're going to call Draymond a dirty player, we got to keep the same energy for LaMelo, right? This is not the first time he's done this to Bam Adebayo either. He's done this before. So to me, he's got to be on that tier at this point. He's a Draymond Green level player. Now, you're dirty, man. Like, when you're getting guys hurt, you're dirty. You know, Draymond is stomping on niggas' chests. He stomped on Sabonis' chest. He put Gobert in a headlock. He socked out Yusuf Nurkic, right? Like, Draymond's a dirty player. I think we have to put LaMelo Ball in that same category. So, obviously, you know, Lonzo didn't take too kindly, folks, to Nick Wright calling out his brother. And I can respect it. You know, I can respect Lonzo. I can respect Lonzo defending his brother, right? He said, folks saying clown with a perm. Fuck out of here. Nick Wright's a bum. Clown. And then he says, dip the truth on my mama. Okay. Whatever that means. He said, niggas be running their mouth and never touched a rock. I usually let shit slide, but I'm on one today. Fuck it. LOL, Hornets in 7. ZO2 rant. Y'all stay blessed. What do I think about his rant, chat? It's weak, man. This was a weak rant, you know? This was a weak rant. Number one, your brother was in the wrong, right? Now, once again, I can respect you sticking up for your brother, but your brother was in the wrong. Like, he just simply was. That was a dirty play, which is why he got fined by the NBA. I think it was total to be about $60K. So then you say niggas be running their mouth and never touched a rock. I somewhat agree with that too, because I do take issue with a lot of these media, you know, people that have just, you can just tell they've never played the sport on any level and they have an opinion on the sport. So I somewhat kind of agree with it, but at the same time, it is kind of hypocritical because now that your career is over with, Lonzo, now you want to be in the media, you know? Like, it'd be different if, like, your career was over and then you went and, like, you know, started a different type of a business. But it's funny how, like, you know, you guys want to come be a part of the media, but y'all say these niggas in the media are clowns. I mean, I don't get it. You know, that part I don't understand. You know, you call Nick Wright a clown, but it's like you want to basically do Nick Wright's job once your career is over. So, you know, to me, that's a little bit hypocritical. Because just because you played the game doesn't mean, because I know people are thinking, well, he played the game, because that's what they always say. Well, he played. Well, just because you play basketball doesn't mean you're going to be good at media. Like, those are two different things, right? Like, there's a lot of guys in media that honestly are just not that good at it. Like, there's a lot of them. And a lot of them are former players. Like, a lot of these former players think just because they played that they're all of a sudden, like, going to be great at media too. No, it's completely different. You know, it's two completely different things. So just because you play doesn't mean you're going to be good at media. And yeah, I agree that, you know, a lot of these guys that are in media, you know, they can't play. So I guess it works both ways. I guess it works both ways, folks. We got Vince. He said Lonzo is a bozo too. Yeah, I mean, like I said, you know, I can respect him sticking up for his brother, but at the same time, if your brother's out here doing bozo shit, you know, it's kind of hard to defend that. But whatever, you know, you're gonna ride with your family, I guess, right or wrong. So, fuck them. But yeah, folks, that was all I got on that bullshit. Like I said, LaMelo and them, they'll probably get clapped up by Orlando, and then their season will be over. Who do you guys think wins that game? I think they play Orlando tomorrow or Friday, right? Yeah, the loser gets the the winner gets the 8th seed. Yeah, and then they're going to be on the road versus the Magic. So all of this bullshit probably will be for nothing anyway, chat, because they'll probably lose to Orlando. Yeah, I got Orlando in that game. I ain't gonna lie. I got Orlando in that game. Who y'all got, chat? Who y'all got? And then you got Warriors versus Suns. Yo, if the Warriors make the playoffs with 37 wins, that's going to be nasty. If the Warriors make the playoffs with 37 wins, chat, that's going to be some nasty shit. Seriously. If the Warriors make the playoffs with 37... Yo, if the Warriors make the playoffs 8 games below 500, I think we have a problem with this system. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I think we have a problem with this system. Who do y'all got, chat? I got Warriors though, because I think Devin Booker's a fraud. So I'll probably lean Warriors, and I got the Magic at home. You said, what do I think about the Patty Mills? What happened with Patty Mills? Yeah, why are you asking me about Patty Mills, dude? This nigga said your thoughts on Patty Mills. The fuck? I don't have any thoughts about Patty Mills. He's a fucking midget role player, former role player in the NBA. I don't have any thoughts about Patty Mills, man. Why are you bringing up Patty Mills, dude? You said that's pathetic. I'd rather the NBA go back to before the stupid play-in tournament. Yeah, I think somebody made a good point yesterday on social media. They said only like the 9 and 10 or like some shit like that should compete for like the 8th seed or something, you know. I don't know. It does kind of seem wrong that the 7 seed has to compete. Like maybe just like the last team, y'all can battle it out for the 8th spot or something. I don't know. He's kind of I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know if it's necessarily been that great of a project, this whole play-in tournament thing. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know if it's really all that cool. I don't know. But yeah, I got LaMelo getting clapped up tomorrow, man. Paolo Banchero, I don't know. He need to get his shit together, though. Niggas talking about he could be the next LeBron. Fuck out of here. There will never be another LeBron James, ever.
LeBron fans.
In the history of human history, there will never be another LeBron James. Paolo Banchero, fucking, that nigga looks like, I don't know what. That nigga looks like a creature. Niggas from Seattle, too. Ain't no real niggas ever born in Seattle, man. The fuck out of here. So, yeah. No, Paolo Banchero, he's not going to be the next LeBron, dude. Sorry. But yeah, folks, that's all I got. Like I said, Kwame, don't ever call back into the show again, dude. I'm done with you, man. You're stupid. So, yeah, take care, pussy. But yeah, folks, that's all I got on this one, man. Good show. Yeah, good show, folks. I will catch you guys on the next one. Y'all have a good night. Peace.
You lucky I'm not single. I would take your girl. That's what would happen. Don't make me come to your live and start throwing super chats at her. You lucky I'm not single. I would take your girl. That's what would happen. Don't make me come to your live and start throwing super chats at her.